speed. They play with a lot of speed, obviously starting with the head of the snake and Russ, but they play with a lot of speed, both offensively and defensively. And you can watch it on film, and you can see it on film. Until you get out there, you get a feel for it, and that's what we did tonight. We got a feel for their speed, and we should be fully aware of that going into game 2.
Davis suspends, step back, puts it in. Anthony Davis, a brilliant performance tonight. Alley-oop to James. As Anthony Davis with a perfect pass.
LeBron brings it into JaVale McGee. He gets Anthony Davis. Alley-oop to LeBron, who slams it home.
Damian Lillard kicks it out. Trent, shot blocked by Danny Green. Trent gets it back, gets in the paint, blocked by Davis. Trent back out. Lillard blocked again by Green. Knocked out of bounds. Portland ball. Great effort defensively.
Three-pointer by Trent blocked. He gets it back out of the air. Blocked again by AD. He blocked 2 of the 3. And there's a block by Danny Green. The Lakers just blocked 3 consecutive Portland shots.
Markieff Morris, no. Davis is there. Wrestles the offensive rebound away, and a two-handed jam and a foul. Anthony Davis with the mean mug.
JaVale McGee will get credit for that rebound. He gets it ahead of LeBron. 45-footer by LeBron is good. I mean, this is an absolute annihilation. Lakers by 38, 91-53.
Welcome back to another episode of Lakeshow's Finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan. KB24 status, or yours truly, the biggest Lakers fan in the world. The Los Angeles Lakers seem to be on a streak here of losing game 1s in playoff series this season, and we did not disappoint in that aspect. Lakers lost 112-97 to the Houston Rockets. Bit of a strange game. The pacing was in favor of the Rockets. They were basically on speed, and we couldn't keep up, it seemed like. I'm going to run through the stats, run through everything as usual. I might talk about a story time. I used to do these things where I would, talk about a time in my life where I interacted with either a Laker player or been involved with the Lakers organization or something that I thought was kind of fun and cool. So I might bring one of those up. Maybe. I don't know. But just kind of a fun little thing there. But, we haven't been in the second round in, since 2012? 2011? Maybe it was versus the Mavericks when the Lakers got swept in 2011, and Andrew Bynum elbowed J.J. Barea and got ejected in the final game. Maybe that was the last time. Or the year after versus Thunder in the second round, maybe. I don't know. But should be an interesting second round. I mean, I would like to think that, maybe this Game 5 versus the Blazers was kind of a wash, Like, the Blazers didn't have a chance, and then before that there were so many days off with, dealing with a social justice campaign. So the Lakers haven't had really an intense real game since Monday, August 24th, which is about 12 days ago. So I don't know if that's disrupted their rhythm or what. But really the main issue with this game was our turnovers. And defensively, I don't think our defense was actually bad. I think it was actually pretty good. But when you turn the ball over 17 times, or maybe it was 15 times, and you allow like 25, 27 points off those turnovers, that's the problem. We only made 35 shots, but we did score 97 points. Our free throws were fine. We made most of them, but you just can't give up all those fast break points. You know, it's funny, we're usually the fast breaking team that likes to run, but you got guys penetrating and then kicking to 3-point snipers. It's a little bit tough if we can't rotate and get out in time. Kind of a feel 'em out game. I really think so. The first time we played the Rockets in the bubble, the Lakers lost, and I don't even think LeBron played in that game, and if he did, didn't really matter. So this was the first real Lakers-Rockets game, because in the regular season, besides the bubble, I don't think Anthony Davis played in any of those games. But, you know, it was clear Anthony Davis got whatever he wanted. He only went to the foul line twice for some reason. I'm not sure why. While James Harden went to the foul line 12 times. So, bit of discrepancy there. The Rockets shot 27 free throws. We only shot 19. But we'll do the stats here. We actually only scored 18 points in the fourth quarter. Might be a playoff low, actually, for points. Not sure, but it sure seems like it. Really couldn't get going there in the early stages of the fourth. We had a dry spell of about like 4 or 5 minutes without scoring. And you can't really afford to do that, especially in late games in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. But at halftime, the Lakers were down by 8, and they clawed back in the third quarter to down by 6, and then everything just fell off a cliff. The Lakers never led after the first quarter, so too bad there. The Rockets' biggest lead was 19. The Lakers' biggest lead was 7. The game was tied 3 times, twice in the first and only once in the second. And then from there, it just went, bam, Rockets. The longest run was 14 by the Rockets. There were 3 lead changes. I mean, we started out great. We started out 7-0. We were up. And then things came back to reality a little bit. The Rockets had 41 rebounds. The Lakers also had 41 rebounds. But we did have 10 offensive rebounds, so we're getting there. We're getting to our spots on the offensive rebounds, and how are you going to box out Anthony Davis with P.J. Tucker? You can't really do that. So the Rockets had 19 assists. The Lakers had 18 assists. The Rockets had 13 steals. That's huge. 13 steals is not going to get the job done. Meanwhile, the Lakers had 9 blocks. Pretty awesome. LeBron had a couple. Especially that huge two-handed block on Russell Westbrook trying to run the lane. You know, LeBron James has never played James Harden, Russell Westbrook in the playoffs except for the 2012 finals. Things have definitely changed in 8 years. You know, those guys were the young bloods. Russell Westbrook was just about, 3-4 years in the league, as was James Harden. And now everything's different. So I'm not surprised when LeBron James blocks Russell Westbrook like that, because he knows they're trash. The Lakers are the best 2 players on the court right now. Can't really argue James Harden is better than either LeBron or AD. I'm sorry. I mean, offensively, James Harden may be better as an offensive scoring perspective player, but all around, the Lakers just have the better players offensively there. Russell Westbrook didn't play incredible either, so I don't know what's up with him. But yes, 9 blocks for us, 3 for them. We were 35 for 83 from the field for 42%. If we just crank up that percentage by, 3%, make like 5 more shots and 5 less turnovers, the game is completely different. 39 for 81 from the field goal for field goals for Houston, for 48%. 3-pointers, this is where, surprisingly, we were pretty close. The Rockets were 35% and the Lakers were 29%. The Rockets made 14 threes and the Lakers made 11. 14 threes for the Rockets seems a little low, so good closeouts, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Rockets took 39 shots, Lakers took 38 threes. And then the free throw line, the Rockets missed 7 free throws, the Lakers missed 3. 84% for the Rockets and 84% for the Lakers and 74 for the Rockets. All right, now let's talk about the player stats, the individual efforts by one LeBron James. LeBron had a decent all-around game. Unfortunately, though, he had 0 points in the fourth quarter, which is not the LeBron James we obviously know. He was a minus 15 for the game, which is the second worst on the team and clearly the second worst overall. But minus 15, he had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 blocks. He only made 7 shots. Was 7 for 15 from the field for 47%. Only made 2 threes, 2 for 7 from 3. Took 5 free throws, made 4. So good job by him from the free throw line. Respect the fact that he came through clutch there. But the 4 turnovers, got to trim that down a little bit. Another thing, it was clear that Vogel waved the white flag at the end with about 2-3 minutes left. But I think LeBron needs more minutes. He played 36 minutes. I want LeBron to get to 40, 42, especially in a game like this. And same with AD. AD only played 37 minutes. Let's crank up those minutes a little bit more. Anthony Davis had 25 points in 37 minutes. Great field goal percentage, 10 for 16 from the field for 62%. He had 14 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. So good defensive effort there. 3 steals and 3 blocks, dang. He was a minus 6 for the plus, minus 6. JaVale McGee, 12 minutes. Really just the beginning of the first and the beginning of the third he played. He had 4 points and 3 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 block. Danny Green, he played okay. Still needs to hit his shots, but 10 points in 28 minutes. Was 4 for 12 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 block. Danny Green had a block. KCP, 5 points, 1 for 5 from 3-point line, missed 6 shot, 2 for 8 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. And Kuzma. And we need Kuzma to come through big here. He only played 28 minutes. I want Kuzma to get more minutes, but he only made 3 shots, missed 6, 1 for 5 from 3, and he just needs to do more. And then Rondo. This is very important. I don't think pointing fingers and saying Rondo disrupted the Lakers' flow and offense and blah, blah, blah is the right thing to say. It was clear that whenever LeBron was out, Rondo was in. Rondo did have 4 turnovers, so, he seems a little bit, I guess not as sharp as before. I don't know, 4 turnovers doesn't seem very normal for Rondo. All-time passer. He had 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and he actually had a block somehow. Lakers got blocks. But, Rondo seems like he's in game shape. 24 minutes for Rondo is actually, I'm sorry, he played 24 minutes, is quite a lot for someone's first game in about 6-7 months, so he seemed like he could hold his own, but looked a little rusty. And then Caruso had a great game off the bench. Caruso was a -2, which besides JaVale is the best, plus-minus. Caruso played 16 minutes and had 14 points. Talk about efficiency. He was 4 for 7, made 2 threes, had 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and he had 2 turnovers. And probably the only reason why he didn't stay in the game, play more than 16 minutes, was the 5 fouls and the fact that Rondo's in. So it's clear that Rondo really took away from Caruso's minutes. Defensively, obviously, Caruso's much better than Rondo, and they're going to need to figure that out because minutes took a hit today. Dion, JR, Markieff, their minutes were severely impacted by Rondo. And I'm all for Rondo, but you can't let Caruso only play 16 minutes. He's an X factor, he just is. And then, Dwight Howard, 11 minutes. He only had 1 point, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Didn't really do too much. And on the Houston Rockets side, Eric Gordon, 34 minutes, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. PJ Tucker, 35 minutes, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Robert Covington, 38 minutes, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. 4 steals for Robert Covington. Wow. And Mr. Efficiency, James Harden, 33 minutes, 36 points, 12 for 20 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, kind of surprising, only made 3 threes, 9 for 12 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 5 turnovers. And then Russell Westbrook, who was just, I don't know what's up with Russell Westbrook. Kind of a strange guy, really, this game. He's very Jekyll and Hyde in the playoffs. I mean, versus the Thunder, did not look very sharp tonight. He took 24 shots, only made 10, 24 points, only made 1 3, missed 3 free throws, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 5 turnovers. James Harden and Russell Westbrook combined for 10 turnovers. Let's keep it that way. Let's force turnovers on them because that's just great defense right there on them. I mean, I'm okay with Russell Westbrook getting 24 points and taking 24 shots. That's great. Go for it. Only letting him make 1 3. Fine. And then other people, Daniel House Jr., he actually got hurt. He was down in the court for a couple minutes. Didn't really see what happened, but he was irrelevant. 20 minutes for Daniel House Jr., 0 points. Only took 3 shots. Did have 4 rebounds and 1 steal. Jeff Green, the great Jeff Green virus. The green Ebola virus. I don't know. I listen to Bill Simmons a lot, and he has nothing but hatred for Jeff Green. One of the most inconsistent players in the history of probably the league. He's so capable. Needs to find the right team to play well, and on the Celtics he was pretty solid, but just not a good player, really. Just such a weird player. He reminds me of, I don't know, what are some really famous inconsistent players? Maybe like Nate Robinson? No, that's probably not a good comparison. But, I don't know. Julius Randle, that's a good one, very inconsistent there. But only 7 points for Jeff Green. Played 25 minutes. He was a plus 16 off the bench. He was the best plus-minus in the game off the bench for any team. So there's one good thing he did. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 steals for Jeff Green. Ben McLemore, 3 minutes, and did nothing. Austin Rivers, 16 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul. You'd think Austin Rivers would get more minutes. He's a 3-point specialist. But he didn't. D'Antoni, he's like, these are the 7 or 8 guys I want to play, and I'm going to run them into the ground. And the starting lineup the average minute for a player in the starting lineup was about 35, 36 minutes. And then off the bench, it was Daniel House, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers. And they didn't get that much. Like I said, Daniel House, 20 minutes. Austin Rivers, 16 minutes. Jeff Green, 24 minutes. So really, he relies on 7, 8 guys. And that's it. Well, the Lakers had 11 people check in tonight. If you want to include Jared Dudley, who played 2 minutes, 12 people. No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 12 people check in tonight, if you want to include Jared Dudley's couple minutes. So, it's different levels here. We're playing with JaVale, knowing he's an average 10 to 15 minutes, while relying on Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis on the backside. So much contrast here. Just a different type of animal we're going against. Russell Westbrook, can't really say too many good things about this guy. He's also just inconsistent. Maybe he's still hurt. I don't know what's going on. But he was just flying everywhere, and it was very obnoxious, to be honest. Just really was. The Lakers are seeming to struggle offensively in terms of taking care of the ball. Too many turnovers. And a lot of that has to do with just, Lakers seem very stagnant at times, a lot of motion in place, sometimes with LeBron and AD. And it's really just AD go to work, let's just, let you do your thing, and everybody just stand around. And sometimes AD, because he had 3 turnovers, and a couple of those were just him throwing the ball away. Especially, he had this one where LeBron was posting up, and AD had it at the top of 3, and he just threw it out of bounds. No communication there, so it's just go to work, AD. Take advantage of the guy who's 4 inches shorter than you, and it worked. But he needs more production than 25 and 14. Lakers need him to have 30 plus points. 14 rebounds, awesome. 3 blocks, incredible. 3 steals, it's great. But the 3 turnovers, that's fine. 3 turnovers in 37 minutes, that's okay. That's really 13 minutes every quarter. But yeah, just more points, more touches. 16 shots is not enough for Anthony Davis. 15 shots for LeBron James is not enough. Look at the Rockets. James Harden took 20 shots. Russell Westbrook took 24 shots. They know who's going to shoot the ball, all right? The Lakers know who's going to shoot the ball, but we need to keep pounding that. There's no reason to take 15 shots in an NBA playoff game when you're the best player in the world, LeBron James. It makes no sense. Danny Green shot the ball 12 times. Does that mean Danny Green's our 3rd best player? I don't know what's up with that. Danny Green, nobody else should shoot over 10 shots, and Anthony Davis should shooting 25 attempts plus. All right? More touches. The 4 free throws prove to us, and 5 free throws for LeBron, 4 for AD, prove that they need to get more involved. They just do. So, I'm not freaking out about this loss. I do think that it's easy to make adjustments when you're not flying around all over the country. You're just in one place. Everybody can relax. No distractions, really. I know the players have their family near them, which is nice. LeBron's wife is there. His kids and his mom are not. But so that's nice for LeBron. But I'm not worried. The first loss to the Blazers, I was worried because the Blazers were on this upward trajectory that seemed like they could not be stopped. And we took it to them, obviously, and won 4 straight. I don't think that's going to happen this time, winning 4 straight. But I do think we're going to win the series. There's a lot of easy adjustments to make. Just take care of the ball, more opportunities for LeBron and AD, and stop fouling so much. I don't know why James Harden and Russell Westbrook should combine for 18 free throws. Meanwhile, LeBron and AD only combined for 9. But yeah, take care of the ball and don't suck at shooting, because LeBron and AD, very good field goal percentage. 63% for AD, 47% for LeBron. Besides that, Danny Green, 33%. KCP, 25%. Kuzma, 33%. Rondo, 33%. The only other guy who played like a legend was Caruso at 58%, but he only got 16 minutes. So we need to work on the rotations. We need to make our shots. No reason anybody should be really missing wide open shots, because I don't like how we have this thing where we have this, let's put ourselves in a position where we're down 1-0 only because we couldn't make shots and take care of the ball. The Lakers hurt themselves here. The Rockets did nothing, absolutely nothing. And I said this in the first game versus the Blazers, did absolutely nothing to stop the Lakers. The Lakers just hurt themselves. And we're going to make adjustments. And it's kind of ironic because we can make the same adjustments we did versus the Blazers. The Blazers are not as big as a fast break team as the Rockets, clearly. But it's just little fundamental things, 27 points off turnovers is not going to get the job done. Letting them score 27 points. So, I'm optimistic. A lot of people I talked to after the game are very skeptical, but it's just one game. You got to remember, it's a long series, and, every play is magnified in the playoffs. And what's nice is they're in the same place in the bubble, and they can watch tape without, flying all over the country, having distractions, seeing their hookers, whatever, in their hotel rooms. None of that's going on. All right, so once again, I'm Charles Ryan, KB24 status. I'm sorry I did not get to the Lakers video. I'm sorry, the Lakers story I was going to talk about, but I will next time, I promise, or in the future. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Take care. Let's win Game 2 on Sunday. I know we can do it. I just know it. We're a better team than the Houston Rockets. All right. Take care and go Lakers.